Yo, what is going on, guys? This is my beginner's guide to Arena on Fortnite Fundamentals. This series is going to keep going on. I'm sorry about the delay. I had some technical difficulties. I apologize in advance. Let's get right off into it. Make these 5 quick tips, or 5 quick landing spots in order to get better at Arena for beginners. Now, if you're looking for some high kills and high mats and just overall good loot for you and your trio or the solo in general, I will land Pandora as of right now for 2 weeks. Fortnite signed a contract with Borderlands to keep this in the game for 2 weeks, and it's honestly a really OP spot for beginners. Obviously, because like you honestly get shield right off the rip. So as soon as you get in, 5 seconds after you enter the circle, you get shield. That goes for you if you get damaged too. So there's a lot of loot for you and your trio. I will definitely land here and try to take advantage of it while it's still here. This is going to be for the more aggro players looking to pop off right early game and try to succeed, and getting some elims while getting placement. I would say as of right now, maybe 3 trios land here. Maybe if you want to count that spawn over there, I want to say a total of 5 trios between these two. So a good 15 players, 15% of the people playing in that match is going to land between these 2 spots as of right now. What's good, a good rotation with this? Just starting on Season X, and I wanted to go rotate somewhere. I would either rotate Paradise and hit the rifts. It's going to give you easy rotation anywhere between, let's say, Salty, Dusty, and Retail. You're usually going to land between this area around here. You're definitely going to make it into Retail, but you'll be on the edge. Now, if you're trying to continue with these high kills, there's definitely going to be some teams in Paradise, and there's definitely going to be some teams in Salty and Old Factories and Retail. So if you're more of an aggro trio, go for the spot as it's in the game. Is you're honestly going to get shield off the rip, so you're not going to die off the rip unless you get absolutely destroyed and lasered from someone spamming L2, or you just get unlucky with someone has a combat. Speaking of combats are really good on this side of the map. And the only reason I say that is because this yellow building, people can hit me for, I say, 40 to 60 damage. The closer I get, it's I want to say 70 right here, and they still see me. So if you have a combat, I would definitely play the top areas of the map. Don't play low. This area is all about the yellow tops. So if you have AR, stay on top. Just beam any kid that's down below. Mats wise, you get the trees, which give you 40 wood in Arena. You get the rocks, which give you 30 to 40. This god rock gives you 100, so you can easily mat up and farm and get, I want to say, 400 for each player on probably wood. I want to say 250 for stone on each player, and the rest on metal. I want to say 150, maybe a little bit more than that. You can also rotate over to Westworld and try to get those kills out there. You can get some more metal over there, so I want to say 250 max on the metal. That is it for this first drop. I think I missed anything, but like I said, it's gonna be here for 2 weeks, so take advantage of it. It's definitely gonna be an OP spot for right now. Alright, let's get on to the next one. Alright, number 4 on the list, and all these are gonna be non-POI. It's gonna be for beginners, like I said. So if you're looking for a good farm rate, I guess, and good decent loot, this is probably a good spot for solos. Trios, if you're gonna do this on trios, you're probably either have one person land this one building or one person land Sundays, and then you two take these 2 main buildings. To me, there's not enough loot for trios, but you can personally work something out. There's plenty of gun spawns on this side of the map. You have one over here, and then it should be one right here, and then one in the back wall right here. Yep. You got another weapon spawn right here, and then you got one behind this back wall. This spot is really good for metal farming especially, and metal is hard to come by on this side of the map unless you're in Paradise. Obviously, Paradise has all that car dealership, but these give you 18 per panel, so you can easily farm up, and each of your trio mates will have max metal. This rock gives you 40. These trees give you 40 as well. Like I said, it's probably a good solo spot, honestly. I probably want to rock in trios. If you do rock in trios, it's just gonna be everyone's gonna be begging for loot. But solos is pretty easy. Also, if you do plays on trios, you got the cats that spawns up there. You also got the truck spawns on Sundays if no one lands there. And you also got a couple cars over here as well, which I mean it's probably good for like 2 people. Like I said, not that much. If I were to rotate this, to me for solos, this has the best rotating spot in my opinion, because no matter what you do, if the circle's on this side of the map and you're in the circle, you can rotate this, stand along the edge. There's gonna be no traffic here because all these people are just gonna rotate in and play dumb. You know, they're just gonna try to go push towards center. But if circles on this one, everyone on this side map has to rotate in. So if you just play on this side, you can easily get placement points. It's easy placement. You won't probably get that many kills. I'm gonna say like 2 to 3 people land here on solos, if that, maybe. Sometimes I have 5 games in a row where no one land over here. It's non-contested usually. So if you're more that passive playstyle and literally just wants to pop off at end game and just get this placement points, this easy placement points, since they're focusing that right now, I would definitely land here. It's not a bad spot to land. You all around. Personally, I would land here for solos. This is my main solo spot if I'm just going for placement on big tournaments. And now let's rotate towards lonely. If the circle's on this side of the map, if circle's on this side of the map, you're kind of SOL. I mean, it's RNG. You can't predict where the circle's gonna go since they take out the storm scout sniper. But personally, if the circle's on this side of the map, you're gonna be SOL. You're gonna have people from lazy loot and retail, and personally I would just try to go to loot, hit the rift, and then try to get deeper in the circle. That'd be my play if I was in that situation. Alright, so on to our third spot. Okay, our third spot on the list is going to be the old factories, and the only reason I'm not saying the meteorite is because if someone gets an AR or anything long range, and this is, I say it's like maybe one, I think 2 chest spawns up there, maybe 3. But there's not enough. There's no mats up there, so those people that come down are just gonna get lasered while you guys have these pallets right here. You got all the fences, you got all the cars, you got all these mats to work with. They're probably gonna push it to a building and play the building side. That'd be the smart play to do, right? But with this is more for like an aggro team. So if you're more like, you play well as a team, but you're still trying to learn the game, trying to learn the rotations, trying to learn how arena works basically when it comes to the late game. And then this is probably the spot for you. It's usually like, I don't say max 2 trios. If it's overcrowded, like 3 trios, that's where it kind of gets iffy because it's gonna be overpopulated, and you also got the people up there. So I'm gonna say when it gets to that like over 10 range, it's gonna get kind of crowded, and like that's where you guys need to work as a team. But there's enough mats for 3 people. I want to say is like I said, get the pallets everywhere. And so look at all these trees right here. Yeah, from here you can either rotate towards Dusty or you can rotate towards Salty, right? Try to get more elims. This is more for like I said, W Keen's trio. And not looking to go for placement, but trying to go for those kills. I mean, there's retail back there too. So if you're low on shield or one person did not get shield, you can just go back to retail, farm up some zombies, and go on with your day and break the little zombie spawner right and get some heals from there too. Now, I already went over the rotations and stuff like this, and there's no downside when it comes to circle, because either way, say the circle's near tilted, that's not that far away. I mean, it can be you're in the middle of the map basically. So no matter what happens to you or where you think you are, you're not going to be running for your life, unless for some reason it spawns like, I mean, it has happened before. I've seen it happen before where it spawns like on this side of the map, upper part of the map. I mean, it's still then it's rotating to the lake, hit the rift, and go on with your day. All right, on to the second to last spot. Little location has been added. Everyone in the scene forgot about it, and they just use it as like a backup drop basically, and like, oh, someone took pressure Let's rotate tomato, pawpaw. Well, this should be like a main drop for like either, I want to say solo, or yeah, I want to say mainly solos too. So basically this drop, you got a vending right here, you got wood everywhere, you can max out on metal easy. Basically you got tomato head, you get this ice cream truck right here, you can max out on wood, you can max out on stone, and you have easy rotation towards lazy, and you have high ground already over lazy. So literally you can melt any kid that's on the ship or whatever. It's a good spot all around for solos. Now trios is gonna be kind of iffy because there's not that much loot for everyone. I mean, you have someone land at like Zip's spot right up here on the hill, on that hill. Then you got this little 2 chest spawn location right here. I mean, all around though, obviously solos is probably the way to go with this. It's gonna be like a mediocre, it's a median between aggro and passive. Because yeah, you're gonna have kids from pressure, and you have kids from sunny, and you have kids and lazy. But as a drop itself, it's gonna be uncontested. Nobody, I landed here like a couple times during solos. If I'm having bad games, I just want to loot up and then go in. I'll probably land here, just so, because I know no one's gonna land here. Basically, it's free loot. I got free mats and everything else. I can just loot up, shoot up, go on my day. Rotating, like I said, is gonna be like a little iffy at median because you're on kids rotating in from basically from, like I said, sunny, you get pressure, you get lazy, all me rotating in. If circles like in the middle, we got lonely, retail. So it's gonna be like a good median if you want those E-limps, and with the placement, I would definitely land here. On to our next spot. Alright, so the final spot is going to be Viking, and it's been basically the wave for trios and solos, right? So, and one reason I say that, it's got good loot for a trio, and got good match for trios. Like, I don't say you can max out wood for each player, and that may not seem like a lot. Just have like one mat, probably have 200 brick probably all together as a trio. But the only reason I say that is because you got this whole greasy lake and no one lands there. You got the Tiki Rift right here, so you got mobility at the house right there. I usually have some good loot. You also got Snobby, which if no one lands there, I would definitely like go there, get that free loot, add up. There's all that brick. Again, this is I'm doing it on POIs for those beginners that's still going to try to grind their way to Champion League and struggling to get to that point. So if no one lands here, I would definitely hit this house up for brick, right? And I would definitely rotate in. Whatever you do though, when rotating in, do not go to tilted. If you're trying to stay out of harm's way, I would stay out tilted. Because no matter what you do, say that people are just waiting on the outside, right? You're shooting in on tilted. You can't build, so you're not going to be able to do anything. Just sit and tilted. I mean, if circle's trying to push you out, then you're kind of SOL. You're just going to get killed. And that's a waste of points, waste of your time. You know, if I was rotating from Viking, right, I would try to hit the Lake Rift. That's the main mobility right now, and then rotate from there. So, but this usually like another team lands here, so another 3 people. It's not that high contested as well. So if you're just looking for a good mobility spot that you can use, I mean, you can hit that rift and then make it over to that rift, which is kind of insane. And you have multiple campfires here, so if you do have no heals, health heals, you can definitely just hit the campfire and go on with your day. But multiple gun spawns, multiple floor loot. And the thing I want to cover right now is no matter if you're a trio or a solo, you have to pick one spot and work with it. You can't just keep picking spots over and over. Just because one spot didn't work for you the first time doesn't mean the next spot's gonna work for you the first time. It's all about consistency. Make a routine for yourself. No one just lands somewhere and becomes a god at it. Tifu literally lands at a different block every week, or he used to. I know he still does sometimes as well, unless it's trash. But I mean, you have to be consistent on everything in this game, right? If I wasn't consistent on these 90s, I would be trash at them, right? If I wasn't consistent, I wouldn't be in Champion League if I wasn't consistent all around. So the main thing to take away from this video is if you're a beginner, land at like a non-contested spot, or you can land Pandora or factories to try to grind those kills. Personally, if I was a beginner and I'm trying to learn how rotations work in arena, I would definitely land in a non-contested spot and rotate from there. Learn to use the Loot Lake Rift. That's your main mobility. No matter if you're near, I would take it and try to find a better position. There's no need for you to walk all the way across the map and be late to zone and get lasered in. If you want me to do like an in-depth guide on like rotations and how to read the map, basically, I can do that. So leave a comment down below, and also make sure you leave a like on this video to support me and the growth of this channel. I really appreciate all the support you guys have given me. I hope these tips and landing spots will help all the beginners try to get their way past Contender League and into Champion League. Like I said, leave a comment down below if you do want me to make that rotations video. Make sure you press that subscribe button and trigger those bells. I'm sorry about, like I said earlier, I'm sorry about all the technical difficulties I had. I'm going to start trying posting 2 times a week again. And other than that, I'm out. Deuces.